Last time I was here, I killed my father with a crossbow.
Last time I was here, you killed my son with wildfire.
I'm confused.
Hey, how's it going? Welcome to Game of Thrones Reviews, where Carlo doesn't necessarily know what's going on.
Yeah, that's basically it.
I was looking at Twitter to see what people were worried about, and Janelle at JDPerry29 had an excellent point. Why is Littlefinger even still alive?
Because he hasn't pissed off Arya enough yet. Basically what it comes down to.
Because Arya needs an excuse considering how close he is to Sansa right now. But I was really disappointed in Arya because I felt like she was the least careful I've seen her since she was like a little kid.
So who's leading who though? Arya or Littlefinger? Because Arya might have known that Littlefinger was there. They could be downplaying that. At the same time, he could just be smarter and more stealthy than she is.
I think she's not used to people being smarter than her. And Littlefinger has been playing this game for an awful long time.
She's not used to cleverness from others. It's one of those, she's underestimating it. Yeah.
Am I the only one that wants her to chop his head off and then wear his face?
That would be amazing. She might need to do that at some point.
You might be the only one getting that specific, but I would say pretty much everyone wants her to go kill him.
I kind of wish she kept her ninja status under wraps just a little bit longer.
I want her to kill people already. You can't keep it under wraps like that.
But
I want her to kill her sister. That'd be awesome.
Okay. I know you're sick of Sansa. Sansa, in general, has been doing a good job, but she does have her fault. That's what they kind of talked about.
But all the lords of the North seem to really like her.
Yes, which is a big bonus for us. As long as she keeps things in check, it's going to be a big bonus for us that the people in the North really love her. So, at TomWright123 said, are we really supposed to just act like Gilly didn't just say the most important line of the season? Okay, cool.
It was so subtle, I almost missed it.
As soon as she said the word annulment, I was like, all right, ears up. What are we saying? Because she is basically like, just give her the book, Sam. She found the thing about the dragon glass. Now she's finding everything about Rhaegar and Lyanna. Just let her do the research, because clearly she's paying more attention than you are.
I still don't get it.
Okay, so for anybody who maybe didn't catch it, what happened was Gilly made a point of saying something about an annulment, about
Gilly?
The girl that's with Sam at the Citadel.
Sam's sort of baby mama.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so she goes, hey, what's an annulment? And our ears perked up. And Sam goes, it's a thing where somebody's not married anymore. It's fine, whatever. Okay, well, this Rhaegar guy, he got one to his wife and married someone else.
Secretly in Dorne.
Which is a really big point if you subscribe, which I think we all do at this point, to Rhaegar having married Lyanna Stark and having had Jon. But in this instance, it means that Jon is a legitimate child of that marriage.
He's not a Snow. He's a Targaryen.
Because before the reigning, now that we know for sure that he is the son of Rhaegar, it was always that he was just a bastard Targaryen. This proves that if it was a real marriage, he's not a bastard, he's a legitimate heir.
In that instance, he would have a greater claim to the throne than Daenerys.
So in this case, does it really matter though? Because we all know they're going to get it on. They're going to have families. So he's going to be the king, she's the queen. They're half brother, half sister.
She is his aunt.
Oh.
It could still happen.
It probably will still happen, but it does bring me to my next point. @_one and only said, when you're talking to a girl and her ex shows up, which, holy cow. Jorah and Jon having looks at each other.
Anytime Jorah would be in the frame with Dany, just here in the background would be Jon just looking. What's going on? What's that about?
It was like a pissing contest in that one room where Jorah was like, yeah, I'll go up, like, past the wall for you, my queen. And Jon's like, well, I'm going too. And she's like, hey, all right.
And there's this physical contact thing that happens with Dany and Jorah where it's like, oh, they want to have a little bit more physical contact than they're having, you know, maybe even have a kiss goodbye.
I feel like she was being a tease. As soon as, like, Jon walks into the screen, she's like, let me hold your hand, Jorah.
But then with Jon, he doesn't touch her at all, but it looks like they want to do the same thing. But that's a newer thing, and he's a much more eligible bachelor, shall we say.
Well, she's got a lot on her mind right now, too. Because she's also off killing people and sicking her dragons on anybody that don't obey her.
Which I thought that was a good choice. She like said what she was gonna do, and she stuck through it.
But she's got to be careful, because if she pisses off Tyrion and Varys, then she could end up in a weird position where they switch sides and help another ruler take her down.
Am I the only one gonna say this? That she was so turned on riding that dragon when Jon Snow like petted the dragon's nose?
I saw that. I saw that look of desire.
That was impressive.
I mean, she calls them her children. It's like a single mom, and it's like, oh, you get along with the kids too?
Oh my gosh, my dog likes you? Okay, so I was looking at Twitter to see what they thought about the Lannisters, because I was really concerned about what was going on. And a guy going by Loras Tyrell, at Sir Loras Ty, finding out Cersei is pregnant, a small part of you is like, aw, and the rest is like, damn, the devil is carrying a child.
Is she, though?
I think she's faking it. I say that she just wants Jaime to pledge his allegiance to her, and then I bet you like later down the line she's gonna like fake a miscarriage.
Now, if she actually is pregnant though, does that mean she's not gonna die?
I think it'll just make it more tragic when Jaime has to kill her.
She could miscarry and then he has to kill her. I guess I don't know about her faking. I feel like it could be a remnant of plot from the book, but we still haven't seen the book because he didn't put it out. And in the books, she's definitely old enough to still have kids, whereas we're used to the screen version where she doesn't really look it anymore.
Who reads the books?
People?
You? Yeah, exactly.
I mean, there's a lot with Cersei that could be going on too, because she could also be kind of seeing I'm fighting a losing war. I'm going to keep fighting because of my pride. But last time Jaime was in this situation where he was following a ruler in a losing war, he went all noble and decided the only way to end the war was to become the Kingslayer. So she's playing the card of, well, if I tell him I'm pregnant, there's no way that he's going to kill me at that point.
It's true. Cersei is Cersei. At the end of the day, she could be up to anything.
She is ruthless.
Tyrion is back in the picture. Like, that's something that's got to be angering her. Even Jaime meeting with Tyrion, according to what I saw in the episode, seemed to Cersei to be a betrayal. Because she hugged him and she's like, don't betray me again. And I was scratching my head like, when did he betray you the first time?
I think the first betrayal was when he let Tyrion go.
Yes.
Oh, that's a good
And
point.
then he ended up killing their dad, so.
But that was a good decision though, because Tyrion, they now know, did not kill their incest son.
But he still killed their dad. Which, granted, we all feel totally like he was justified. But to them, but you killed dad.
Is she going to punish Bronn? Is this how they get Bronn out of the way for the next few episodes? Like,
I hope not. Ron is so awesome.
she made a point of being like, Bronn betrayed me.
Okay, so Deniscan Targaryen said, Jon Targaryen, Gendry Baratheon, Tormund, the Hound, Beric Dondarrion. The Suicide Squad sequel looks lit AF.
The Hound's back.
That's a lot of big names together. I wonder if a certain other suitor of Daenerys could go away.
I was definitely thinking at the end of this episode, like, oh, this is where we kind of clean house a little bit. We get rid of some of these miscellaneous characters, but let them have a noble end.
Well, with all these characters, the next episode is going to be damn well good, especially they're going through the wall. Someone's going to die. Question is who?
Yeah, I feel like one of them could potentially turn into a White Walker, and they're gonna bring that person back.
Maybe the Hound will become a White Walker?
No!
We'll get that Hound versus the Mountain battle?
Or Jorah.
Joe's just going to be like, I'm sorry, Daenerys, I'm going to find a cure.
But how horrific would it be if Jorah got turned and they had him as the one they showed Daenerys as a White Walker?
I'd
How
laugh.
horrific would that be?
And he's
Bring
gonna
me
give
south.
Jon Snow the finger. He's like, yes, Danny's mine.
And our guys that are following the Lord of Light are with them. These are the other people who can bring people back to life.
I just realized something. The guy with the eye patch, that was the...
He's the guy they thought was the would maybe be the prince.
They like killed him like 3 times.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was that guy.
Oh, that was him. Okay, cool.
With his
Flaming
fire
sword.
sword.
I do have a question though. Why is Jon Snow like continuing to keep his coming back from the dead like under wraps? Because Dany asked him, and then he was just like, Sir Davos likes to embellish.
He doesn't want to be seen as a zombie.
There's some weird stuff with him being back from the dead. 'Cause I thought I heard one of the show's producers saying something like, his heart may not be beating. He may not be... Because Beric Dondarrion is back from the dead as well, but he's not a whole person anymore.
Yeah.
And so the only sign of Jon not being a whole person is that the thing that was pierced is not still beating.
So if he's dead, does that mean he cannot die anymore?
No.
But it's an interesting question because Jon has not faced the White Walkers up close
That's what
since
I was
his
thinking.
death.
If his heart's not beating, will they even notice that he's there?
That could be where it might get interesting. But I mean,
Could
that would mean the same thing with
Beric
Old Flame
Dondarrion.
Sword.
Because the other thing is, maybe the Night King has certain control over people that are dead. It doesn't matter how they were brought back.
That would be really bad for us. But typically, these gods are kind of in competition with each other.
True.
I don't see him having power over someone the Lord of Light brought back. Or, you know, some things to do with the Children of the Forest. Although, obviously, he interfered with Bran.
It'll be interesting next week.
Can I just say real quick a thought that I had? When Jon was petting the dragon, I thought, you know, Jon is also supposed to potentially be a warg.
What's a warg?
A warg is a person who can sort of embody animals. He can see. When Brandon was seeing through the eyes of the crows and controlling them,
Jon
that
can do
was him being a warg. Jon should also be able to do that. It has to do with the wolves in the beginning and the kids' connections to the wolves.
And it's not that unusual in this world because in earlier season 2 or 3 there was a wildling that was a warg and he had the eagle.
Oh, that's right.
And when he died, a part of him seemed to stay with the eagle.
Yeah.
And even if Jon is only a Stark on his mother's side, he's still a Stark and he still had a wolf. He still had a dire wolf.
I'm confused.
About?
Everything.
All right, so status quo.
I'm confused about everything. So wait. So Jon Snow, he's a true king according to blood. If that word ever gets out, if what's his face, the masonry dude, and his girlfriend with the baby, ever tells anyone about it,
If Sam
Wait,
and
no.
Gilly...
Let him get all the way through this. I want to hear Game of Thrones according to Carlo.
and then the queen, the bitch queen, whatever her name is, she's pregnant with the incest brother, and then Daenerys is in love with, seems like she's starting to fall in love with her nephew, and then that's a fucked up world.
Welcome to Game of Thrones.
With that being said,
Game of Thrones, everybody.
That's what happens when Carlo gets off his phone and starts paying attention in the 7th season.
Thanks for tuning in. I gotta say thank you to Maria for giving us the awesome background. It's Daenerys with the little dragon on the shoulder. I'm confused. I don't know about you guys, but my name is Carlo.
Jasmine.
Allie.
Nick.
Tune in next time. Please subscribe, comment, and likes down below. And yeah, see ya.